You're watching Let's Chat.
Have you had any problems with your eyes lately and you're just kind of putting off going to the eye doctor and finding out what's going on? Well, we're going to put a stop to all that and spend a few minutes with Dr. Edwin Ganon, who is one of the surgeons out at Pomerance Eye Center. Dr. Wynn, good to see you.
Nice to see you, Chip.
True or false, you are the Supreme Chancellor of the Pomerance Eye Center.
That's what I've been told.
That's what I've been told also. All right, we're going to jump right into it. What is the difference between an optometrist and an ophthalmologist?
It's a good question, Chip. It is a kind of a loaded question. It may actually make it more confusing after my explanation. However, essentially, the path to become an optometrist versus an ophthalmologist is slightly different. An ophthalmologist you'll see go to medical school, residency, and possibly do some further training even beyond that.
Right.
Where an optometrist will go into optometry training after college and can continue to specialize beyond that as well. It essentially becomes kind of a team effort to take care of eye health. Essentially what you'll find is that an optometrist is going to be incredibly proficient at contacts and glasses, things that those things can fix as far as your vision. When it gets to a point where glasses and contacts no longer help, they can't help you see better, a lot of times an ophthalmologist can help. Both an optometrist and ophthalmologist both take care of eye pathology, so you'll see them be able to take care of certain diseases, but surgical diseases you'll find more commonly with ophthalmology.
At what age should we start having regular eye exams?
That's a good question. It depends on the person, but I would say at least an optometric eye exam starting at the age of about 40. There are certain patients that begin to lose their near vision around 40 because of a process called presbyopia, where the lens in the eye, essentially it no longer changes shape to allow you to focus. And then beyond that, if you find that there's something more concerning, they can get you to an ophthalmologist.
What is one of the more concerning things that you see in your day-to-day practice? Let's say with folks over 50.
Yeah, truthfully, it's actually not what you would think. It would be dry eye disease.
Really?
Very, very common. As we have more birthdays, we tend to produce less oil for our tear film, which comes from the eyelids. We tend to produce less tear. And those two things really lead to intermittent fluctuations in vision throughout the day, as well as just poor vision than we would like.
Tell me what separates the Pomerance Eye Center from other similar practices in town.
Yeah, I truthfully would say that most eye practices that you go to would be able to address a lot of your concerns. I think the level of care is what you'll find to be different, and I think you can find that with really any medical practice in general. The ones that care are the ones that tend to take the best care of you. And you'll find that you'll get special attention to how you see and continued conversation about trying to improve your vision.
Now, I understand you all are going to be joining us at the Senior Expo we have coming up here in a few days. Why are you doing that? You got a busy practice.
Yeah.
We're going to take a bunch of you folks away and put you in our little corner of the world for a while. Tell me why that's important to what you do at the Pomerance Eye Center.
Great question. So, unfortunately, I personally won't be there, but I will have...
oh, just because you're the Supreme Chancellor, you think you can get out of that, right?
Unfortunately, no, I'll be out of town.
Okay.
But the people we send are there to screen patients pressure-wise, looking for glaucoma, vision, looking for things. Vision tends to be relative, so a lot of times you'll have patients that actually have vision that's much worse than they realize, and just simply putting an objective number to that will allow them to realize actually they would do well with a screening exam for macular degeneration and glaucoma and things that could eventually lead them to not be able to see. Hopefully catch some of those.
You said about at age 40 you need to start having regular exams.
Correct.
Is there an older age where you should be checked for everything, top to bottom, as far as your eyes are concerned?
I would say average cataract patient, because that's something that happens to everyone, is around 65, and it varies. It can be earlier or younger. So I typically say a full dilated exam should start around 55, but you'll find the American Academy will kind of say, 50 for some patients, 60 in some cases. I usually split the difference.
They're the only two eyes you've got, folks. You got to take care of them. You need to go to the best. Hey,
thank you, Jim.
Dr. Edwin Ganon, thanks so much for joining us. Pomerance Eye Center, they're out in East Brainerd. You can find out more. Go to the website, pomerance.com. That is pomerance.com.